Picture it, smokestacks rising, trains screaming across the countryside, and a crowd of soot-covered workers trudging to endless hours in the mills. The Industrial Revolution, humanity's great leap into modern times. But wait, what if everything you think you know about this era is mostly wrong? Ready to dive into the top 5 myths about the Industrial Revolution? You might be surprised by what we uncover. Myth number 1. The Industrial Revolution happened overnight. Everyone loves a good boom story. One day it's farms and candles, the next it's factories and steam engines. But the truth? It was more of a slow simmer than an explosion. The revolution stretched over a century, from the late 1700s into the 1800s, and unfolded differently in every country. It wasn't one light bulb moment. It was a million small sparks that eventually lit up the modern world. Myth number 2. It started in big cities. Most people imagine towering smokestacks over crowded London streets, but the revolution didn't start there. It began in rural towns like Manchester and Birmingham, where rivers powered the first spinning machines. The countryside was buzzing with innovation long before the city skylines took shape. In fact, the earliest industrialists were more likely to be mill owners in muddy boots than businessmen in top hats. Myth number 3. The factory workers were all adults. Child labor was real, but not every factory had kids chained to machines. Many early industrial jobs were actually done by skilled adult artisans, especially in the textile trade. And as labor laws evolved through the 1800s, those grim child labor scenes became less common. Though not fast enough, of course. Myth number 4. Everyone's life got worse. It's tempting to think the Industrial Revolution was all suffering and smoke. But while conditions were brutal for many workers, it also sparked unprecedented progress. Over time, wages rose, health improved, and literacy soared. The middle class was born, along with the weekend, the newspaper, and the idea that ordinary people could change their future. It wasn't instant happiness, but it was the beginning of modern social mobility. Myth number 5. It was all about machines. Sure, the steam engine gets all the glory, but the Industrial Revolution wasn't just about steel and smoke. It was about ideas, science, education, and the belief that humans could reinvent the world. Behind every iron machine was a spark of imagination, the same spark that drives innovation today. The Industrial Revolution wasn't just a time of machines, it was a time of transformation, contradiction, and ambition. It showed us that progress is messy, but powerful. And that's why, when it comes to history, there's always more beneath the soot. This has been the History Mythbuster, where history meets reality, one myth at a time.